following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Um, well, I would imagine this game's going to be pretty fast paced. Well, maybe a little bit fast pace to it. There's going to be a lot of maybe a lot more strategy to it. Um, maybe kind of think what the other player's thinking, try to think outside the box, and just use the best cards that they have when they need them.
Oh, I gotta try different strategies from what I did. I certainly got to avoid mistakes like what happened last year against Brad.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. Glad to be here. Honestly, I think I've noticed just try and sit back and notice different play styles, not from a player perspective, but as a more of a spectator perspective, and just notice kind of how they affect the game. I know James is going to be on his game tonight, his A game. I'm going to have to bring that A game too. I know we've talked about that one seed curse, right? The one seed curse from T4 and T5. So I'm going to hope to break that tonight. And I hope to break that curse for hopefully what's going to be another spectacular season. I'm looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be a good one. Let's get it. Well, I didn't change my number for nothing. We're going 13.
And here, let's see, Tapir starts off with a blue reverse. Let's see.
Did you unmute your mic in OBS? Because I can hear you here.
Thanks. I think this could be. Is this better now? This is why I don't like doing this, man. I like EP so much better. All right, well, my fault, boys. That was terrible on my end. You guys can hear me now, right? Someone check on you. No, we can hear. All right, we're good, man. Thank you, buddy. Someone sees a shout out Sanford. Tell him thank you. Like I said, I would never catch these things. Just keep playing. I just want to make sure I'm good with my mic audio. All right, we should be good. Brock, thank you for taking a little bit of control. Yellow to red. All right, very good. Well, you guys did hear that intro in stream. We got rarely do. I think Shorts got me tonight at 7 o'clock anyway. So I rarely do these commentaries on my own. Usually it's EP'd, so we'll be all right. Okay. Back into the action. Apologize for a delay. And right now, Brock, 3 colors here you played. Long way to go. Ellison definitely trying these new strategies. Maybe playing a little bit more conservative on the ammo. Not trying to rush it. Trying to learn the system. Let's see if he can figure this out. Tapir, on the other hand, he's got his own style. We're going. Is that a Rainbow Six off the start? Are you kidding me? Skittles already? That's 3 for 3. Crack them out, boys. Taste it, baby. Brock going with the fade look. Yeah, I mean we're gonna see Brock. You know, let's go with it, man. Let's go into the eyes of one William. How do you pull off the fade, man? When do you think the proper time is to pull off the fade from your experience? Go for it. Oh my. Yeah, the fade has an interesting quirk about it, and Caesar, I believe, on the scoreboard. So thank you, Caesar. Appreciate that. You know, it's definitely a high risk move if you're at, let's say, I don't know, 2 or 3 cards. But if it's 10, 12, 15, whatever, low risk, right? You got to expect the game to go a little longer anyway. Low risk for sure. Now, right now, the question becomes for Tapir, obviously strategizing his best, trying to find the answer. Now I'm joined us here. Tapir looking to find an answer. He's going to leave it open here, Brock. Your thoughts on leaving it open, Brock? It's interesting. It's an interesting call early in the game here. It is hit or miss, Brock. I agree. Tapir now leaving it open. Does this give an opportunity for Ellison to capitalize? All right, no problem. Short, you're going to handle your stuff. Thank you, buddy. Here we go. Here comes Ellison looking for the run. Tried some new strategies. Will it continue? A new year for Ellison. Can it be new me? We'll find out. He's really loading up. Remember, 4 plays available in 1 turn. Is he loading up for that big run, Brock? You think he might be here? What do you think? Very well possible, says WB the Fade Master. Make sure you get the Sideburns half off on Tuesdays. Here comes Ellison looking for a big run. He's going to go for the run. Missed the P. That's okay. Early in the game. Don't expect Tapir to power play. Just put Uno play red reverse, my man. No sweat. Remember, up to 4 commands. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Some stick with the 1. Some stick with the 2. Some go 3. Some are just really disciplined like that to go all 4. And there we go. There comes Ellison. He's going to go to red, looking for a triple play to extend the lead from H to Toast. Obviously a huge win today for Toaster Guy. We'll see him in the next round with Vapor and Steven lurking. Red 9 it is. We'll go into Allen. Now Tapir, fresh color. fresh chances. Brock, what do you think when you get to a fresh color, man? Does that give you a more aggressive approach to the game, or do you feel with the new color you got to fade it out and take your time looking into it? What's your thoughts on that? For sure. And well, that's what I'm thinking here, Brock. You might be onto something because Ellison, he's trying for the off chance draw city. The problem is Tapir's starting to cook on these reds, and that swings the pendulum back and forth. That's the one thing with this. You gotta know when to swing it back and forth. I'm gonna see the table here. 7-8. Obviously, I'm not EPing, so I gotta check the table. Here comes Tapir with a huge triple play. Got my second device. It's 5-13. Ellison now from behind. Brock, you like that high percentage play, or do you think he could have waited? Remember, we only have 2+2s out of the possible 8 play. Do you like that move, or do you think it puts Ellison in a prime position to capitalize with some extra freshies? We'll see how it plays out, says WB. Caesar, right now, you got to think this is looking really interesting because Tapir decides to make the break. Ellison not having any answer to the break. Let's see what he can do right here. Ellison, does he switch the guard? He's been known to switch it up too, spice it up a little bit, but Tapir's running on these yellows, looking really clean. He's going to go to green now. Here comes Tapir. Does he have green left over in the tank? Looking for a possible finish here on 3. There's the switch. Tapir loading up. Looking for check, possibly. Brock, a lot of fading we talked about. And that's a huge move right there, Brock. Huge red wild. Do you think that could be a possible bluff, or do you think it's going to be a fin? What do you think, Brock? Could be anything. All right, we'll see. William Brock the Rock thinks it could be anything. We'll see. Does Ellison have anything to stop this, or... He's going to stop it with a green wild of his own, and that is a classic crossover. Did Tapir just have too much power, though, on the +4? 1-0, and it is Tapir on the +4. Called it, Brock. Insane. As Rogers joins us. I'm going to go to Tapir. Tapir, crazy game right there. You had a lot of that extra ammo. Was it biding time the most important thing to win the game? Especially when Ellison faded off the rainbow colors and didn't go attack mode. Well, Ellison, not what you wanted. It's kind of crazy, man, because most of that game you controlled it with the get down to 3, decided to go for the end-around split. Where do you think you could have improved maybe on the ammo control? I thought the ammo control was good. Do you think you could have maybe improved on the wild control there with the green wild and go back? Or were you confident in making the rainbow break to say, hey, I think I have enough, and maybe force Tapir to use his ammo early? What was the theory behind that switch? Okay. Yeah, it's the percentage Uno, yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, man, we apologize. Classic. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. It's on. It's on. Let's go. All right, give me a good one. All right, Rogers is here. Hey, you want to quickly come in, man? Go ahead. All right, you're here for 7 o'clock, but if you want to come on, your thoughts on this? Have you been watching or just straight joined? All right, man. All right, you want to stay? You want to? You're good to stay if you. All right, you know that. Yeah, we'll have you and Brock in. That's fine. I'll go 3-way. That's no problem. I can work with anybody. Oh, please no, please Sanford. What is it now? Caesar, you guys can hear me on stream, right? There's no way. No.
Hang on, let me get over there.
That's impossible, man. That's impossible.
It's just really quiet.
I can turn everyone up. How about now?
Turn up your desktop sound on your OBS.
It's turned up all the way. How is this possible, man?
Just turn it up. Yeah, turn the desktop sound up. It'll be fine.
All right, we're good now. I think it's all the way maxed. So you guys couldn't even hear Brock that last game at all? Hold on.
Check. Yeah, I can hear myself.
Yeah, it should be good now. We'll move to game 2. We'll have Rodgers and Brock. Apologies for the like I said, I don't usually do these anymore. I just have an EP guy. I forgot to set it up.
You're just so spoiled.
Yeah, I'm too spoiled, man. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's too spoiled. Anyway, too good of a team. Anyway, we'll start it up again. Tapir, no 13, gone for the rest of the series. What says you, my friend? Game 2.
About a nice even 10.
We'll go 10. We'll go 5 fingers on the left, 5 fingers on the right. Brock, we're good now. Now we'll have real game analysis. Here we go. And we got Austin Rogers coming in as well. All right, we'll go to the yellow 5. Well, hey, I'll let you kind of feel out the game. I'll let you take this first game to feel it out. Then I'll come to you. We'll start with Bryan. That way, game 3, I'll get you in. Just feel out their styles. I'll start asking you questions. But Brock, we'll go to you. We'll go to you first, man. Now it's 1-0, right? You've been in this spot before. Do you like to be playing from behind, or do you like to lead early? Your thoughts on that?
Me personally, I kind of prefer the early lead because, with an early lead, it can give you a little bit more confidence heading into the next game. And if you continue to, keep winning after that, then, you feel pretty confident about your chances of winning it all.
Yeah, now it is fixed. I just wanted to check that. That's why I gave you that question. Okay. Ditto play here. Lame says Tapir. It's going to be a spicy battle. Austin, we talk about this game. You obviously had the chance to. I think you played Tapir. I want to say you did.
I have played Tapir, yeah.
Your thoughts on his style, his rise from mediocrity to a legend in this league? Our first legend of the day playing.
Well, you can just tell that he puts in effort every time he, puts in the practice, puts in the effort, anything he needs, to get better, he does it, so. And he sticks to his certain, skill set. He doesn't go all over the place either.
Absolutely. Brock, we talk about the mediocre rise from Tapir. He was a D2 player. A year ago, there was no March Madness. In fact, this is his March Madness debut. Your thoughts on his rise? I mean, he's played a lot of games in his career.
Oh, yeah, for him to, go straight up as fast as he has, it's certainly been impressive.
Absolutely. Now, of course, Tapir has played, I believe he's played, if I'm not mistaken, he's played over 100 career games in his career if you count Super League. But if you don't count Super League, I'm just checking here because you always want to. Hold the phone. Here comes James Ellison with the +4. In fact, this is actually his 100th regular season game. So I'll make sure to give you a ceremony after. Man, we're missing the mark today. Yeah, I should have probably checked that. It's okay. Well, Tapir, happy 100th, man. You did a good job for picking 10. That's actually perfect.
We didn't miss any earlier, did we?
Remember, Hunter, we did some updating to the sheets. Aria we might have missed Aria, but Aria was a strange case. I'll put her into the Hunter Club. But that was a non-stream.
Didn't have any in the second game, did we?
Yeah, no, Aria was non-stream, so we couldn't. It doesn't matter. I'll celebrate the Hunters to those guys for sure. Second game was what, Toaster guy? Nah, he's short. He needs 6 more.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, happy Hunters, buddy. Congratulations. Yeah, we did not have anything prepared. Obviously, in March, we kind of overlook it. I'm just going to be real. We're so focused on the season. Plus, we had the API imploding. Yeah, it's been a long day. We're going to make sure Caesar's going to check over the sheets before we come out tonight. If there is anybody close, we'll make sure we announce that. No, Brock's 88. He's close, but not enough. Yeah, it's crazy how this league is growing. Of course, regular season only. Tapir is over 100 if you count Super League. James Ellison's turn here. Let's see what we'll do off this +4 in Tapir's 100th game. We also will announce Aria as well. Tapir looking for his, let's see here, green 4 from old Ellison right there. But back to Tapir. Like I said, 100th game, looking for his, let's see, 10-3 record. Just want to make sure it's his record. Looking for his 62nd win, if he can close it out. 60th, looking for 62 overall in the reg season. Of course, looking for his lucky number 13. How about that? If he gets his win, he'll get 13 regular season wins. Or, excuse me, 11, excuse me. Anyway, all the basics out. Let's go back to it. Brock a little muted here. You know, it's crazy, man. As Ellison continues to throw some trolling there.
Looks like Ellison has a specific game plan here, staying away from yellow. See if it works out.
Yeah, one color ISO, but it's early for that. I think Tapir comes to the party ready to play here. Let's see. We've seen bangers so far in terms of the series. Comes Tapir. Let's see what we'll do. Loading up. Loading up, really. He'll go for the load up. It goes back to red. Or into red, excuse me. Now, let's see what Ellison can do. He obviously doesn't have every card in green. Or red, excuse me. He has some type of green. Now you got to think Rodgers right here. Tapir wants to play ISO game. Get him off the green. It's basically the classic strategy, for sure.
Yeah, but is he holding that green for something special at the end? That could be, also the catch-22 of this.
That is true. It's the catch-22. It's the effectiveness, man. It's the effectiveness of this back and forth with color ISO. It can go either way. Here comes James. He's got nothing. Tapir now can start to run the red like he did in game 1. Closing and munching into the gap. By the way, everything should be correct now. Congratulations to Tapir 100th game. Caesar, if you could do me a favor, man, give me the stats. I'll send you the post here. I do have the.
He changes it over to blue. Could Tapir come back?
Oh, Tapir. Yellow. Answer. Great answer. Going to go for the trips play. Brock obviously muted. I'll give you the post, man. Give me 1 second. And now it's Ace Ellison out. Ellison iced. Here comes Tapir now with a lot of momentum. Oh, but Tapir goes crossover back to blue. Rodgers, interesting. He's favoring Ellison for a second. Let's see about that. Playing some games. Ellison can't get out of the blue. He's in the blues. Here comes Tapir, rocking and rolling now.
It's almost evened up.
Almost evened up. There's a double play from Tapir. Is that an even Steven? No, he's got the lead now. Possession in Tapir's favor. Ellison needs to tie it. Let's see if he does.
The lead. Ellison has to respond here.
He's got to respond, man. Does he respond? He does into red.
And he does.
He's got the response. The question is that what Tapir needed? He does not.
And he pushes back Tapir.
Yeah, he'll push that back. Stop the area for right now. And that's James Ellison with
Ellison
the lead.
regains control.
Yep, back and forth we go. James Ellison rocking and roll. But Tapir back to blue. 2-color. Wow, here we go. And that's going to ice Ellison. It's the true 2-color war. We had seen different styles all day, but we've seen Peter already a classic 2000s vintage Uno. Then we saw the Plan A versus Plan ABCD with Toaster Guy, and he prevailed 7. Now it's the 2-color strat. Here we go. Ellison, 2 freshies, Tapir rolling on them blues. 1 second, Caesar. Here we go.
Ellison over to green.
Green 1. There's the green for Tapir. There we go. If you can start filling that out, Caesar, and give me some stats later, that'd be great, my friend. Here comes James Ellison. Does he have an answer? He's had a couple answers earlier on the Wilds in Game 1. Does he have one right here? Tapir on the doorstep again, looking for the dudes. The 2-0. Ellison loading up. He's going to go for the double, looking for the trips to get this down to a 1-possession game. Does he have more to tie it even? He will not, but it's 3-2. Here comes Tapir for check. Tapir is loaded up. He did a split ammo in Game 1. Does he have more in the tank? Do or die. He's going to run with the yellow. Is that enough for Tapir for the 2-0?
He leave the door open, though, for Ellison.
He did. Come at me, bro, says Tapir. Does Ellison have anything to come at him, though? James Ellison, does he have anything? It's got to be now or never. Tapir's called the shot. No, Tapir's up 2-0. There it is. And it's a 100th game in the regular season. It goes to Tapir. Tapir, congratulations, man.
He wasn't losing the 100th game.
No. Congratulations, man. I want to talk to you, man, about 100. Normally I ask you a question, but since it's your 100th career game, your thoughts on being basically an OG from D2 to now your 100th career regular season game in Division 1. Your thoughts on the journey, my friend.
Well, I've said so many times before, it's been absolutely impressive, ridiculous, whatever word you want to use. I really didn't think I'd be here. Remember, you got to take into account, first of all, that I was way back in UUL. I joined the server. I knew a little bit about Uno. Not too much. I wasn't like this diehard fan that I am now. I only knew like the basics. But then I started seeing other people play, and it's like, hey, you know what? There's actually something here. And so I just kept honing my skills throughout the years, and then here comes MRE Uno. Oh, this is interesting. And I joined up. I joined D2, and rest is history. I kept winning. It's been, frankly, it's been an honor to be where I am now with so many awesome players that think like me. And I'm just really excited and honored and glad to be here, and that's all I can say, really, yeah.
Well, let's look at some of your stats, man. Your now career record, if we include with Super League, is, of course, 12-4. Looking for that 13th win on the table here today with both Super League and regular season. You're now a grand total of 72-48. It's pretty impressive. Of course, 60-40 in the regular season. Of course, you have 3 medals, excuse me. We got the doubles, right, in D2 with the golds. And just in D1 alone, you got your old Aquatic April. You finished third in your first ever tournament with Chambik, beating them out in the third place game, and then you beat Nam in the finale. Jungle July. Of course, you have a 60% win percentage in the regular season. All-time top 5s, you got 3 all-time top 10s. I believe you also have 3 Sweet 16s and I believe 3 Final 4s. Man, that's incredible, man. You got to remember, you've only been here for a while. You've only played 9 hours and 19 minutes of Uno, but it takes a toll, 9 hours in real time. Congratulations, man. Third, first, 38-18. So actually, I'm sorry, it was 3 Final 4s, 3 Elite 8s. Let's all give it up for Tapir in the regular season. 100th game. Congratulations to the man. He deserves that. Legend of the sport now from the Rise. Well, James, tough. You try to spoil the party. I don't really got much to say, man, because it came down to a do-or-die moment. Was it a case that you didn't have the ammo there, and other than the fact that you You ran a little bit with the +4. You tried to play conservative, but ultimately just bitched it because you just didn't have enough. He really didn't have much either. Was it the case he just got beat to the punch? We'll go to Rogers here. Rogers, how does Ellison get back in this game? Because Tapir's having his way.
He has to not be aggressive. He has to understand that there are still at least 2 more games left in the game in this series. You're not going to take all of it back in one game. So you have to do what you came in here to do, and do not try to overcorrect your mistakes in the first 2 matches.
Try not being aggressive. Yeah, you got it. It's a balancing act with this bot for sure, man. But Ellison, you have one good thing going for you, my friend. You're at home. What are we gonna do for your first start in 2025 at home? What do we got? How many, my friend? 5 to 15 the range.
Let's go with the OG 7.
OG will take it down another 3 notches. Let's wait on Caesar there. Obviously, 1 power play apiece, 2 combined power plays left. No power play usage just yet. Here we go. And it's the Caesar plus. Look at that. Well, you ask, we deliver. Caesar +2 starts us off. Rogers, you gotta think. Ellison can go aggressive right here and flame Tapir. You think he tries it here, or do you think he'll play conservative?
You got to take what the bot gives you. I think you got to go aggressive route here.
Go aggressive. Let's see. He's gonna play it cool though. Interesting.
It also all depends on the hand he has.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting here, Rogers. Less cards now, 7 cards on the table. The games can fly. It could. Let's see.
It could be a quick game, yeah.
Ellison now. He's already gonna throw the heat check right there. Blue wild into the KT. Tapir, can he run? Looking for some run of his own. Here comes Tapir. He's going to cross over back to green. Oh. Did that freeze Ellison. James trying to find it in will. He'll be frozen. Is this a classic, though? It's not. Tapir can still run, Roger. That's big for him. That's huge. Big moment here, Because at this rate, Ellison's got to find something. Tapir is finding everything. He gets it back on Brad.
Uh-oh, that's huge.
But it's Tapir.
Right back with a counter.
Number efficiency has been key for Tapir. We see with Peter Onjak, but it's a new color. Ellison, a little composure. He doesn't have it. Tapir looking for the run now. Can he finish it off already? Ellison can't believe it. No, but it's at check.
Ellison has to come back with something here.
He goes with the Rogers card. Ellison, does he have anything in the counter? Nothing. Tapir for the 3-0. No.
Uh-oh.
Well, remember, you got to think, no power play was called there, so it was a great move from Ellison to get this into Draw City. Caesar, that's the key, man. You can never give... Composure is one of the biggest things in D1. We talk about it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Uno log. You got to stay composed. You're never out of it. And with these games being pretty much an endurance battle so far, anything can happen in these endurance matches. Just ask as we go into a Yellow 2. Just ask anyone, man. For sure. Those endurance battles, it takes a toll, but you got to stay in the game. Draw City on back home says, the Michigan man. Of course, Michigan versus Indiana on the table today. Classic Big Ten. Here comes Ellison. He'll go to blue. Here comes Tapir. Does he finish it off on blue now? No, but he's at the gangsta.
Ellison ain't out of this yet. He still got to fight.
He still has a chance. Remember, Tapir, a guy that likes Draw City. Ellison, not so much for it. Here we go. Ellison, does he have anything? He's going to go for a double. Tapir for the 3-0. Does he have a blue? It's not. And Ellison starting to fight. Here we go. This is what he needed to turn the tides. God, I think, Roger, that's a good move because we had just iced down.
Momentum's back in his wing.
Maybe. What was the top deck? That's not going to be the worst thing. Not going to be the worst thing for James if he can still run it. Here comes James. He doesn't have it. Not the worst play.
Well, we know Tapir didn't have a blue, so that's not a bad play.
It's appeared now the blue. Brock, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
You good, man. Your thoughts on this so far? A lot of fade looks right here at 1 or 2 cards. Do you think this is a good strategy for both players moving forward?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, it would, using the fade can kind of give you more options.
The fade might be working here as we go into green, but Ellison is out of green, and it's Tapir Rogers with a double cross from green to yellow.
This could be game over.
Wes Ellison's got some. Does he have anything to stop this? He does. +2 saves the game. What a save. Huge save. You got to think something had to work in Ellison's favor, and he's got it back to a tie game. Tapir, we'll have to find out if he finished the job. We'll see. Or did that +2 really save the day? Oh my. A top deck wild. Tapir finding everything under the sun now. Here comes Ellison, though. Does this give him the win on a steal? James, did he get the... We saw this with Aria Peter earlier today. That +2 might have saved the series for Ellison, too. He goes for a double play. Tapir, fresh chance to fire back, though.
Uh-oh.
Does he fire back? Well, never mind. There's the call.
I knew it. I knew it.
We all saw it. I was gonna say we all saw it.
Yeah, you got to put the Uno at the end.
Yes. Oh.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Tapir only can do a red, only double, so it's not the worst thing yet.
Yeah, but he takes the lead back, though.
Yeah.
He was out of the game.
Bryan, that's something. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. James got to find something. You never know. He may have, but he had nothing there. That could have actually been game. Yeah. Oh, boy. Brock, costly mistake, but he still might get bailed out, Ellison, because if you look at it, it's 3-3, and you never know what that +3 gave. And he still can run, so this may not be the worst thing.
The amount of reds played in this final moment, though.
How long do you want to stay on the red for sure, Rogers? And that Tapir's not going to bite. Ellison, can he get redemption to get at least the Uno call right? Here comes Ellison looking for the check. Oh, boy. God almighty. Let's see Ellison typing it out right here. Tapir still waiting here. Brock, this is key because if Ellison can figure out a way to win this game after what was an insane game, an insane game where he could have had this won, he might have it still won.
Uh-oh. But is that showing his card or is he tricking him?
I mean, that'd be a crazy trick from Ellison. I think Ellison might
What's
be able
the
to
play
get
here?
it back. Does Tapir have something? No, that's it.
No,
Ellison,
he doesn't. Is this Ellison?
Yeah, he's got it.
I
It's
didn't
James.
think Ellison was gonna pull something like that.
There's no chance he pulls something like that. There it is.
Yeah, I don't think he would have done a move like that for sure, especially in the situation he's in.
James, you had to get that one back, man. But I got to ask, before the call, what was that game?
It very well could have been. The game could have been over a little sooner in my favor, but I can't do that again.
No, you're playing a 1 seed. You can't. But the question I want to ask you, man.
I'm for the 1 seed to make a mistake.
No, you can't. This is a 1 seed for it's a legend of the sport. I gotta say, man, clutch +2. Was that a case of just timing out the ammo, understand the reads now on the game, where you felt a little more comfortable with the 7 cards, the lower card start?
It was all that was really all about luck of the draw when Tapir and I were in Draw City, really.
I got you. Luck of the
And
draw.
it just how it played out. And like I said, I could have won sooner.
Just that call out, yes, that's killer. That Tapir, obviously the call out really wouldn't have mattered. You saved yourself, but did you have a chance to maybe win one on a power play, or do you think the light switching when you were trying to go to yellow blue, where you got in 2Q with that, which gave Ellison more leeway at the back end? Could you play a little more cleaner there?
Well, here's the thing. I absolutely could have won that with power play.
Ooh.
But I'll tell you why. Because Lane Sanders is still living in my head rent free.
Good old Lane.
I didn't want to risk having to win, going up 3-0, right? But no power play, right? Then you're going to have to win at least one of those last 4 games, and I'm helpless. If I can't do anything, I'm helpless. So I wanted to keep that power play alive. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. The timing was just pretty immaculate. The other reason I didn't want to use that power play was because I saw that call out. So I was just figuring, okay, let's buy time. Let's see what happens. Congrats to James. I think the momentum is shifting for both of us now. So we'll see what unfolds for the rest of this match.
All right,
Congrats again.
Brad, real quick, can you get the 6 o'clock reminder to Varigold or one Brad or Caesar? I need the reminder. Varigold bow tie. It's in the Lane pod. Appreciate that. I believe whoever's on staff, if you can just go check that. Thank you. I'll go to Brock here. Brock and Rodgers. Brock, 2-1 now. That's a big win for Brad. That's not how we do the. Hold on a minute. Brad, the staff reminder. Remember the one from yesterday? I thought you knew how to do that.
I got it. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you're good. Yeah,
I'll
I changed the reminder system. Brad, it's on me. It's okay.
Gave you a reminder yesterday, bro. Come on, man.
It's okay.
I literally sent the templates. Whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll handle it.
Short Scott. Brock, back to you, man. Your thoughts on Ellison getting that win now and starting to gain momentum.
Yeah, that win did kind of give James a little bit more confidence. So, he's definitely gonna need some good strategy if he wants to make a comeback and win it all.
We'll see how it goes. All right, let's go to Riders. You think Ellison plays the low tier here, risk it with a lot less options for Tapir to get creative, or do you think he'll step it up a little bit? What do you think?
I think you got to stick to what has been helping you. And you won on a low card game. The first two were high card, and you didn't do so well when it came to winning. So I think you got to stick with what's been working on you.
Stick to the guns. All right, we'll see if Ellison sticks to the guns. Ellison, everything's clean except the OG. What do we got?
I don't know. I would love to stick with all reliable, but I can't anymore. Let's go with 9.
We'll go up 2. All right. Caesar's going to take that one.
The first time we start, we go up.
We'll go.
Somebody hit the up button on the elevator.
Yeah, we're going.
And time to play.
Up we go, up the roller coaster, side to side. All right. Now, good old Cat. Well, we do have a 5 to start off with JT. We'll see JT coming up at 9 o'clock tonight. Looking forward to him playing. I'll be streaming that one. Another 116 battle. Ellison will go double JT. He really likes JT. All right, back to the game. Red 5, what do you think, Riders? Early switch from Tapir. Is he trying to set the pace?
Oh, for sure. He's trying to take this game over.
He's trying to take this game over.
Oh, don't forget, Thursday, JT makes his official stream debut as well.
Yep, Lane versus them. Going to be a good one there. Be all him.
Also alongside Brock.
Yep, William Brock making his debut tonight, ironically, as a pseudo. Brock, as we go, we have never seen this in a while. We haven't seen this one. How it did four fives and are dittoing off the start. Do you think that sets a tone that this game could be a heavy light switch, or do you think this is mind games? What do you think, Brock?
I mean, I think it could go either way. I mean, if it's a mind game, it certainly has a chance of working.
Could be. We'll see. Ellison into the red 3. Here comes Tapir. Let's see if he fires back quick. Roger, you got to think Tapir, as he's iced out right here, he's waiting for a color. He's going to play patient. Ellison's got to push the gas, you think, here to step on it?
I think if he has main control, yeah. But right now, it's kind of just up in the air. If he takes full control, which it looks like he's trying to, that could help him.
Looks like I got the read right on that one, Short. He's going crazy with it now. 2 color for Tapir. Ellison ready to step on the gas with his blue wild. He's going to go full send here. Can he finish it off to tie the series? And we have seen when the series gets tied anything. And we have seen 2 Game 7s today. Will we see a third? This would be ALP versus Peter Onjap vibes. We'll see. Double play, 2 freshies going into Tapir's wheelhouse. Gotta think with that power play too, Brock, as we go into the green. He hadn't had the power play. He could have used it, could have been 3-0. Decided to save it. We'll see if that comes back to haunt or help Tapir later in the series. James looking for it. Does he have a move on the green? Looking to get this one leveled up at 2. 3 cards looking for it. He's going to go for the nutter. Oh, no. Spacing issue. It's a spacing issue. Yeah, right, that's a big mistake there. He had it, the spacing there.
Hold on, what?
Spacing, man. You put too many in the green +2.
Yeah, extra space there.
However, you still have the card. You're good. It's Tapir's
Still
turn.
play it.
Tapir now.
You're welcome for the freebie, Tapir. Let's see if you save yourself.
I mean, he doesn't even have the 2 freshies, so I retract my comment. Think about it, he'll have
You
it.
didn't even give him the +2, so.
Yeah. So Tapir's still got to work with what he's got. Now, we'll see how Tapir plays this one. He knows a card.
And in regards to the comments about mind games, be glad my brother-in-law does not play this.
Oh, boy. Well, while we...
I'll explain after the match is over.
While we do that, I'm going to go to Brock here. Brock, misplay now. It's given a lot of momentum to Tapir, but he switches it over to red. Do you like the move knowing that unless this is a red +2, it's pretty much we're keeping it going?
Yeah, unless he has a card of that caliber, yeah, I would say it's basically just, going forward.
Oh, he got the right number, but it wouldn't have been game, Rogers, because let's face it, he would have had to somehow work his way to yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Well, we'll see ALPs come Sunday night, but we'll see what it'll be. Now it's just going to come down to Ellison right here. Does he get a top deck? I think this is his only shot now. Let's see. We'll draw here. What will the top deck be for Ellison? Tapir looking pretty clean now, getting momentum. He'll play it cool. Playing the odd. Did Ellison get a good top deck or just a regular? What's that?
Let's see.
In retro order goes Ellison. Does he have a yellow? Only way he wins this is be a +4. No. Or a wild, too. Now Tapir's starting to roll. And that's a big mistake. Not the worst mistake, though, looking back, Rodgers, because let's face it, he had to get the yellow somehow. It was very... it wouldn't have been there. The question is, for Tapir, I mean, does he know how to play on the green now, right? He's got to play keep away from the green +2.
I think it's about ammo. I think it's all about ammo right now. Do they have something to fight back with?
Brock, you think it's waiting for the +4 here? You think it's a waiting for the game for the +4? What do you think?
It could very well be.
It's very possible. James Ellison drawing back, Tapir top decking. So now the game starts to shift. Ryder, 1 possession, Tapir closing the gap. Reminder to the fans at home, Tapir did not decide to use the power play. That's why we're in this position where it's 2-1. Could have been 3-0. James still top. He can't get out of it. We know James needs to get out of this, and that's been his MO. He's trying to get out of these draws. The more Tapir gets into these draw cities, Rogers, the more he gets stronger. You think he gets out of it right here?
That's Tapir's game, man. I think
getting out of it. Yep. I had a feel. I had a sense short. Once again, I just had a sense something was coming. He doesn't want to be here.
School of Reeds is in session.
Yeah, we're in session. We're back in action, boys. And now this is interesting, though, Brock. 2-color, nothing going for Tapir on the blue. He needs to switch the color.
Unless he has a color that he can switch into. Unless he has another 1 or a +4 or a +4, he's definitely stuck.
I agree, and that's the thing, right? Roger, you got to understand that green +2 is still lurking. Tapir still has free board. He knows it's lurking. You can switch as long as it ain't green. That's the key.
Right.
Tapir loading up right here.
That's the thing, though. Will he? That's lurking, so you know what's going to happen.
It's definitely lurking. We'll see how it will go here. Here comes Tapir. He's really taking his time here, Brock. He could be loading up for something special.
Oh, yeah, he could be.
Tapir loading in. But what will he load out? Caesar, I got to go to you, man. Big booth here. Almost forgot about you. I know you got a lot going. You're also trying to give me some stats for Tapir. But your thoughts on this game where Ellison's been able to hang. I think this is some of the best Uno he's played in his career. Considering that his best game, in my humble opinion, was that win against Bryan, and probably should have won against Brad. Who knows how far he could have went. Your thoughts on this gameplay? It's definitely been very electric compared to the past, for sure. Tapir really loading in, Brock. What do you think? Do you think he tries to play a little bit more of conceptual Uno here and try to play eye candy? Yeah, mistakes are the key, right? And that's the key for Ellison. The mistakes, they got to be cleaned up, and he knows it too. And he's trying here. But Tapir is strategically thinking this one through, trying to get off the green as fast as he can.
Yeah, I mean, he's really thinking this through. As I mentioned, unless he has the same number or a +4, he's definitely in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, and keep in mind, if this game runs past 6:30, we will delay the stream. Between our boy William Brock and, of course, Jenna. Brock will be, I guess he'll have to finish this game as commentator, too. It's nice, because most of the commentary team's here. Here comes Tapir, and I gotta think this is the move right here. Is this the move? Yep, there it is. There's the move, but he's gonna go to green.
I think he had to, though.
Yeah, you know what now? The +2, man. The +2. I think now you think Ellison plays it. Really, really interesting moment. What?
Ladies and gentlemen, Clint Green has won a game.
What the heck?
KT in shambles.
I don't believe this. Anyway. Unreal.
Kane picks the wrong color and
great.
Sparks a big finish for Clint. My goodness.
This is the one. No tornado. Oh no! Oh, you called that one. This is a huge storm here. Rogers, he's going full attack. This is no attack, no chance. Sino style from Ellison.
He needs to win this game to even have a chance in the whole series. 3-1 comebacks are unheard of.
I mean, this is unbelievable from Ellison. He just dropped what is that? 10-bagger, 12-bagger on him. Remember, there's no 20 card comeback anymore. It's 25. So, man, Brock, this is a risk and a half. Do you think it's gonna work? This is crazy.
I think it has to work.
Yeah, it could. It could.
I mean, it's a risk. I gotta think here. I'm looking at the stats page here, Rogers, and I keep looking at this with the card history as well. It's not the worst move, and here's why: because half the +2s are played. You play the percentages. You just bank on not giving him basically the whole wild +4 deck remaining. I think
I think no matter what, he's going to be he's going to be in the lead. So I think it just depends on what kind of cards he gets in return if he attacks him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If he can, I don't know. I just think if he can find a maybe Tapir's looking. I'm thinking about this. Maybe he's going for a small overload, right? Maybe he's thinking, okay, I can't go for the crazy run, but maybe a couple split runs that get you the job done. What do you think?
I think it all depends on what his mindset was. Did he want to go all out and then try to come back at the end, or did he want to split it up like you said earlier, and use that ammo to end the game? I think it all depends on what kind of strategy you're playing.
Well, here comes Tapir. We're going to find the answer right now. This has been an insane series so far. And here comes Tapir. There's the big move, and he's going for the triple to start us off. Now, Ellison, did he have anything left over in the building? Let's see. He does have and this is where Ellison's gameplay has evolved. I talked about this, Brock. It's that fade look, and maybe in the past, he's out of green. But he fades it, and it's working. Question is, did he have two fades in the back pocket, or was it just one? It was just one. But you know what? That's a step in the right direction. You gotta say it, Ryder, because in the past, Ellison's fried right there.
Mm-hmm.
Massive sigh of relief. Tapir gets out of a pickle.
I'm going to just go ahead and say right now, quick pause right here. If that was going to be a +4 ender, that's a massive GG for me. That's all I'll say.
Here comes Tapir now. Brock, looking at this, man, I think Tapir's got something set up in the back end. I think that comment, I'm just looking, he's got something set in the back end. He's just got to know when to strike. Would you agree with that analysis? Brock? Yo, Brock. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Ellison.
I meant Brock. I'm sorry, Brock. Your thoughts? Yeah, I was saying. You think Tapir's got something in the back end to strike with that comment?
Yeah, he could very well have. He just, got something, in his back pocket, just, waiting to strike.
We'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be right here. Here comes Tapir loading up. He's not going to take the risk here, Ryder. New color now. We've been around the back end here.
But look who's dictating the colors. Because at this time I think it's Tapir probably has all the colors he needs. So it's probably not about what what Tapir needs. It's going to be what Ellison needs to end it.
Well, I still think there's got to be some type of, because Tapir's now thinking, all right, I've seen the card history. I'm seeing what's going to work. It's 14-2. What do I got to really either scare him or just give him a couple cards? And you look at the CH, with no blue +2 out, you got one more. He could be holding that. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. He's going to try an end round or something crazier. We saw this in Space September, and we definitely saw this in Jungle July. And by the way, we're gonna get a major delay here. Yeah, there it was, Rogers. There's the reads, man. The blue +2 is hiding in the back pocket. Had a feeling it was coming, Bryan. And that's just a sense of the game you got to understand. There's no way you would hold off that long if you didn't have something planned. Now the game is reset.
Yeah, but how do you stop that though? There's not much you could do other than having something on your side to end the game.
You can't stop that. That's just you know what? You live with the break. You made the break. You live with the sword, right? Yep. You live and die by the sword, for sure. Of course, man. Of course.
Of course, I'm not going to tell.
Of course not. That's Uno, baby. That is Uno. You're not supposed to.
But look what I said. Mirror what I said about James. Look what he's still in the lead.
He's still in the
So
league. He's playing in percentages, man. And you know what? When you play the percentages, that's what it's all about. Blue 4 now. We're going back to blue, and now the game crescendos, Rodgers and Brock. You can see the pace is picking up. Ellison wants to get this over. He knows the longer this game goes, it almost feels must win, right? Would you say, Rodgers? Because if you go down 3-1 with a 1 seed, you start to lose that faith.
for sure.
2-2 is what he needs. And right now, William Brock, I've got to say it's coming down to a fade because we've used a lot of the ammo. No +2s are coming in this blue. And here comes the skips. The skip reverse spam for Ellison to get this one into a potential.
I mean, that's another thing, though. Maybe he knew that he was going to get attacked, and that what he's doing now is going to save him at the end when it comes to.
Remember, that green +2 is gone from Ellison, so we know this is a straight fight right here.
Sorry, I cut out. I don't know what happened.
You're good. Well, he's got nothing, but this is big. Oh, man. Drawing out now. Ryder's momentum swinging. Momentum is swinging. And here comes Tapir with the yellow, though. The pendulum swings back and forth, but he still has nothing. Uh-oh. Tie game. Tapir's
He's
rallied
tied
back.
up.
Yeah, he rallied it back. Can Ellison find anything? He's got to get out of Draw City. He can sense it. That's going to work with a top deck for now. Puts Tapir on the back, but Tapir's out. This is what Ellison could use. Can he find the switch? Now he needs the Brock-style fade. No. Caesar, are we close to 20 minutes? What is it, 20 minutes, right? Is it 25 or 20? I always forget, man. Okay, no, we're not there yet. A little bit long way to go on that one, believe it or not. Brock, 7 more minutes till 25. Endurance battle is shaping up. Longest game of the series. And you got to think it's been registered by Ellison, who's threw the gauntlet down. Here he comes again. Yellow 4. He gets out of it, so that's going to leave it open, but does it affect him? Rodgers, you got to think, if you're talking about percentage, Ellison's still in a good spot. He's up 3 cards. That's what you want.
That's all you can ask for.
The more signs
You're just
of life,
hoping it's not too. You're hoping it's not too close, though.
Question now
Now,
becomes...
Straw City's right where Tapir wants to be, though.
That's what I was just about to say, Brock. If Tapir... And he gets out of it, though. That's not the worst thing for James. He's trying to get out of these draw cities.
Yeah, but does he have more to do, or is this?
That's an end around. That's a huge moment. And now there's no +2s, Rodgers. Think about Brock. No +2s in blues are coming. There was 1 red +2 open.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of making it a little bit harder for Ellison to close it out. But let's hopefully for him he has the right cards to close it out.
We're over 20 minutes now, Caesar, for sure. It's coming down to can he get the sprint. 20 minutes on the clock, 5 more minutes to get to that magical board. Have not seen a board game yet. That's the only thing we have not seen today, despite 2 Game 7s and a lot of action. Here comes Tapir, looking to get more blue. Brock's game will be delayed till probably 7:30 at this rate. Maybe longer, we'll see. Been a classic so far. If you're just joining us late, Tapir got up early, up 2-1. 2-0, and then he couldn't get it done in Game 3 despite a power play chance. Now he's playing some high percentage Uno here. Rod, do you think Tapir's trying to go for a power play? He's thinking about it right here because this is the first time he's really paused in a minute.
I think if you're in the lead now, you don't need to use the power play. But, I mean, to take up a 3-1 lead, maybe this is the ideal place. Once again, catch 22. What you going to do?
That's all you can do.
I think I speak for both Tapir and I when I say power plays are good for the right time.
Yes, sir, I agree. And you guys have been putting on a show so far, I gotta say. Here comes Tapir, looking to find a way. Definitely better than your first match. Alright, well, Tapir's gonna go for he's going for the Brave Rider. This is it. He's going for it. Is it a +4 or is it just Ellison with check? No, it's not the +4 to Tapir. What will he have now?
Ooh.
Did Tapir just steal one, Brock? He could have stole one. Let's see.
Did Tapir get his ego too high though?
I don't know, man. It's a risky call to say. It's GG. So he's either got the +2 finish or he just stole one on the last lap. Let's see, boys. Let's see how it will go. He's going to go ditto, and this could be the game. Can Ellison steal one? No, Tapir for check. Well, you got to think, Riders. Tapir's he's going to have a chance to check it right here for sure. He picked that red wild for a reason. He's got the check. Stingray hits us up. Now the question becomes, what will have it? Does he have a top deck? Has Ellison got anything? Does Ellison have a top deck? He does get it, but is that enough for Tapir to close it off for the 3-1? It is, and Tapir's up 3-1. He's one away.
Man, that's the thing, though.
Yes, sir.
The end game was not good on Ellison's part. Tapir remained calm, came all the way back from a 19-3 loss.
Yeah,
19-3 car loss.
You had the 19-3 lead. I gotta ask, the aggression was through the roof there. Did you want to make the break knowing things have not been working and you got to find a rhythm? Or did you say, hey, you know what, gamble here, you haven't had many answers, and you take it in stride? What do you got?
I knew it was going to be a risk. It just, things didn't play to my favor.
The only question I'd have for you, man, I'm just looking back at this game. Let's see. The only thing I'll ask here, and it's not a crazy. Were you trying to bank on when you went from the yellow to red, the switch over when you were in draw? Were you trying to bank on basically limiting his draw city and his capabilities on the creativity? Would you say is that the reason why you decided to make the break there?
I was trying for something along those lines, and I'll tell you, the card that lost me the game was a stinking green reverse.
Wow.
That was what held me up and gave Tapir the shot he needed.
Wow, we'll go to Tapir. Tapir, thank you for that. I have to ask, man. 19-3, obviously a lot of ammo. You had to think about the slow pace management. First off, where was that pace management? Was that coming from the card history, searching through it, or were you scoundering saying, hey, take your time, no power play can come on the back end, and you were just making sure you effectively made the right move when that green +2 had been shown the door earlier in the game?
Goes back to so many things. First of all, thing I've been saying for quite some time now, you can't rush a win. You can never rush. If you try to rush it, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it. Because there's always going to be some kind of wild or a +2 or something that's going to foul it up. So with that in mind, I was just trying to wait it out, hoping that something would work in my favor. When you've got all those numbers in your hand, there's so many different directions you can go.
Right.
So I was trying really not to overthink it so much, because later down the line during the end game, hopefully it's going to work out anyway. So you can never really just plan every single move. Even when he was playing like the yellow 3, Ellison I think had a yellow a 1 at some point. I didn't have a 3 or a 1, so there's nothing I could do. But I will say that what I decided on to play the red right through is, if you look back at that card history, I started with that red 4 first because I noticed that we had played all the 4s. So there was no way for him to color switch into green, yellow, or blue. If it was a wild, it was game over anyway. But if I had played the red first, hopefully I'd be able to run those reds right through. And thankfully it worked out.
Rogers, that's percentage uno, man. That's laying the law. on the line, right? Saying, hey, I'm going to play percentage owner. I'm not going to risk any switches. I'm not going to risk any potential ammo blunders. And I think the thing, we talked about this, you said it's good to have the lead, but there's only been 3+4s combined. It's been a regular wild game, and it's been very even on +2 skips and reverses. If you look at those three categories, it's basically a grand total of 16 to 17 there. And if you look at wilds and +4s, Tapir's had 7 to 7 combined. Nothing's really separated this game. It really just comes down to these small mistakes and Tapir finding the right switch at the right time. Would you say so in isolation?
I think the game came down to that one green +2.
Yeah.
Where it came down to where it was a mistake on the spacing or something like that. And, it's just, at the end of the day, you can't make those mental mistakes and expect to be a 1 seed.
I agree. Brock, it's going to have to be something
March
special.
Madness.
Yeah, go for it.
March Madness is known for not having 1/16 seeds upsets. What happens when that happens? They don't make mistakes on both sides of the court. You have to do the same thing on offensive and defensive here on Uno. It's the same type of deal.
I agree, man. Brock, what do you think? Is there anything Ellison's got to do to somehow change momentum? Because now at this rate, let's face it, he's in a hole. Caesar, same question to you. The 9 card didn't work. Tapir's got a chance to send it. We know Tapir can do it at the end. What do you think he's got to do here to get back to momentum? Because it's clearly lost.
Well, personally, I don't think they're. Being that far behind, I'm not sure there's really much that he can do aside from just try to gain some more composure and maybe come up with a better strategy.
All right. Well, here we go. Tapir, it's back to you, my friend. 10-13, 9 off the board. 9-10-13. If we go in chronological order. What we got? Will this be the last one? We'll find out.
You know what's better than a half send?
Full send?
Maybe.
A 3/4 send.
Let's do it.
Full send, knew it.
Full throttle, we're going in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Full sender, boys. 15 cards. We're going to go up. Let's amp it up. Here we go. Can Tapir close it out? 1 power play apiece, or does Ellison find the magic and force a game 6? Buckle in, says Sting. Here we go. Red skip, the H skip to start us off. This has been a classic so far in terms of can he get the mistakes out. Right now it comes down to really just understanding. You got to think, Brock, can you understand the fade, right? Because Ellison has found the fades and he's trying to run on this advantage Uno gameplay as we go for a double play from Tapir. But he hasn't been able to connect the dots on control of ammo or just a simple mistake. What do you think he's got to do to correct it right now? Here comes Ellison. Is he gonna go crazy right here, Brock? What do you think? We'll go to Rogers then. I think Brock might be eating. I'm going to get some. Well, we're going to go for an exact ditto, basically, on the reverse, just 2 and 5. Well, so basically we're dittoing. A little mirror playing.
All right, did you have any question?
No, you go, man. You good. Your thoughts on the switch early? Go for it.
I think it's in the game plan for both of them, so I think it just depends on. I think the question is they're check making right now. I think it's going to depend on in game where it's going to be.
In-game adjustments is key, and you look at now at green 4. Can Ellison find a little bit of a rhythm, basically on one color, and stabilize? He needs to prevent Draw City, bro. You know, if Tapir gets into Draw City, that's been his bread and butter.
Mm-hmm. What happened against me when I played him last year? Draw City, he fell back until it needed, and then boom, attacked me.
Yeah, oh wait now. Here comes Ellison. One time I liked the yellow. And, well, Tapir says, not so fast, my friend. Let's go back to that red when we started off with. Now, remember, Ellison has been able to save these colors a little bit better. But is he starting to lose a little bit of that luster from earlier?
But look who's dictating the game flow, though.
Yes, sir.
Who's dictating where the ball goes, where what color goes where? It's been Tapir this whole four-game series so far.
It's a pace-to-play thing, right? And you look at it, right now, you got to say, Rodgers, if you look at this game from a microscopic lens, whoever's dictating it first as Ellison switches into blue is winning. And I know Ellison's a trained guy, but he's got to go full steam right here. I mean, he's got to do something.
Yep.
Oh, crossover back to yellow after he just said he doesn't like the yellow. May have exaggerated, oh boy.
Don't get me wrong. Ellison is sticking to his guns, and Ellison is playing the game he needs to do. You're just playing a Tapir who you have to change your mindset sometimes.
Yeah, right now, Tapir's just having everything he wants right now. And that's the thing, Brock. When somebody like Tapir can control the pace as a great player he is, it's hard to win these games. Ellison's got to find something, especially as we continue to crank down the cards. Sting, I see you, man. I just saw, I don't want to look too much at the watch party chat, but I did miss that Ellison play of Tapir. We saw Tapir play Ellison's card. Or no, he doesn't have a card. What am I doing? Yellow one. We saw it a little earlier. But we're tied up now. Here comes Tapir looking to fire in. He goes back to blue right, and he's just having his way. He's at will switching whenever. That's the key.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned it. James,
but you can do that when you have a 3-1 lead.
That's true. You're playing with a little less pressure. You can play a little bit right now.
Playing
Ellison
with house money.
House money. Ellison decides to throw this a little bit more of it. That might be game, Rodgers. This might be it. Power play. Here comes Tapir looking for the win. We started 2 for 2 on game 7s, but Tapir is going to end that right there. +4, M6. Good night, and Tapir takes the win 4-1. Tapir.
What a series.
Tapir, I gotta say, man, that was just. I just gotta say, man, that was pretty much the same thing in T2. You had that one game where you just couldn't use the power play. You saved it. It did not bite you. It did not haunt you. Was it a case in this game where you were just able to control the light switches at will and go from there?
Yeah, that's essentially what it was. Basically, frankly, when I first took a look at my hand, I saw that Ditto Blue 6, and I thought immediately, that's what I'm going to end on. I'm going to find a way to get to that blue, and I'm just going to keep it there, power play or not, because I'll need to end on that blue eventually. So, thankfully, those light switches kind of worked out in my favor. Yeah, that's about it. So, yep.
Your thoughts on playing ALP or Clay? Obviously, you've never seen either player, I'm going to assume.
Yeah, I don't think I have. So that's going to be another learning experience. But I think now that I've got my first win, that momentum's, once again starting to heat up. So I'm thinking I can take those skills A game, as usual, generator, as usual. By the way, 100th game, so my +4 batteries, 100% off. Come get them while supplies last. So, yeah, but yeah, I think that'll be good.
All right, man, real quick, one more question. Want to ask, you're going to have that commentary debut tonight, 11. What did you learn as you found that rhythm? Go for it.
Frankly, now that I've been doing commentary, I think I can take what I've learned as a player and as a commentator, combine the two. As a commentator, I can kind of sit back and just observe. I don't have to look at my hand. I don't have to actively think about what I'm doing. Just as a commentary, you just take it all in, absorb it, learn some things, and then, stick it in the back of your head and take it out when you need to use it most. So that's really what I'm looking forward to.
All right, bro, I'm going to let you go, man. We got to prepare for your game. But any final words, I'll go to Rodgers here to close this out.
Terrific game, and a lot of fast-paced action, a lot of strategy, and great game overall.
All right, we'll go over to Rodgers. I think this came down to just controlling the pace at the end of the day. Tapir did a fantastic job. What do you think Ellison's got to learn for T2? And your thoughts on Tapir getting either ALP, who plays that cracked out style, or Clay, who plays a little more methodical?
I think at the end of the day, he played his game. Ellison didn't play bad per se. He had a couple mental errors here and there. But you got to play your opponent. He wants Draw City. You had to have something in the background, some backup card that you're going to play whenever that Draw City starts kicking in. But you got to be more tentative on when you're going to play your big time cards, like a +4, +2. To me, I think he was a little bit more aggressive side this series. Against Tapir, you can't be aggressive because he will Draw City you out and take over control of the game.
All right. Well, we're gonna go. I know it's short this game of the updated stuff, but let's go really quick into the bracket. I don't have time to flip it over. We got a lot to do today, but it will be Tapir moving on. He'll play ALP or Clay coming up at Sunday at 4 o'clock, Super Bowl Sunday. Of course, we got Bowtie Gold tomorrow at 6, and then Lane Sanders versus Sam to cap us off in his region at 7 on Thursday. And that schedule, well, we continue to keep rocking and rolling, baby, as we go into the next game, which will be now at probably 7:45. I need an hour. Definitely need an hour. William, Brock, and Jenna. Looking forward to seeing that one. Brock the Rock coming in hot with Jenna coming off her D2 promotion. Then JT Leah, we'll see how that one goes at 9. And we'll end it with Brad and Zach way after dark. That'll be all short. Well, for myself and Austin, Rodgers, and Brock, I want to thank Caesar as well for reffing the game. Short coming in late. We apologize for some serious audio issues at the beginning, but we got it fixed out. Thank you guys for coming in. We will see you again in about an hour with Brock Jenna, another D2 promotion versus D1 crossover match, Super League versus D2. We'll find out in an hour who wins. See you then. See you there. And have a good night, everybody. Congrats to Tapir again.